Can Look, your daily dose of art from the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each weekday at 10 a.m., a member of staff or a volunteer will share an object from the permanent collection and pose some questions for discussion. Check back at 10 a.m. each weekday for a new look and a new conversation. My name is Carrie Atkins Maras. I'm the Associate Director for Community Engagement at the Cincinnati Art Museum, and as a nod to the season, I'm going to be sharing a tomb relief with images of harvesting and plowing. This piece of carved limestone is about 20 inches long and 15 inches wide and is a fragment of a larger piece. In low relief, there are two central figures shown in the typical style of Egyptian art from the side in not quite true profile perspective. The figures are in different positions. One is standing upright, arms raised. The other is leaning over a still familiar farming tool, a plow. Below the figures is a line they seem to be standing on. This is called a register and was common in Egyptian art as a way to separate the scenes and show importance, the more important scene on the top. Below the register, we see the head of a large figure and hieroglyphics. This piece also retains some of the original pigment, and you can see some faint traces of brown on the large figures and some yellow on the tool below the register. Here's a detail where the pigment is clear. Pieces of Egyptian art you see in a museum were likely created by a craftsman to adorn a tomb for a royal, and this is no exception. As for the content, we know agriculture was a big part of Egyptian life, where crops of barley, flax, and wheat were grown along the fertile Nile after the floods receded. These crops were documented in countless pieces of art, and the ancient grains themselves have been studied to examine changes in crop DNA over time. But the interesting thing about this to me now is that it represents one of so many visual celebrations of the harvest. Why is this such a common theme? All over the world, from the beginning of visual history until now, there are images of the harvest in all kinds of media, prints, paintings, sculptures. One search, and this is what you see. The answer is easy. We as humans record in writing and art what is most important to us. It has always been true and offers a kind of reassurance that it is still true. We celebrate the harvest because it means survival, and in celebration of that, we document it. What are you celebrating this harvest season? However, and wherever you celebrate, don't forget to include some sort of art making documentation of your celebration, maybe even a hand turkey. Thanks for joining us.